Let's talk about this last part of reciprocality that uses the affix I, hi, or hanai. And this has to do with verbs again, or relating to verbs, right? So our first implication would be the interaction between two people or more sometimes, but usually it's just between two people. So it's gotta be like a direct interaction between two people, right? Like it's a two-way between two people. So again, like with the reciprocality, like before, it has to deal with two people directly, the action going back and forth, like here, back and forth action. But you can think of it as to each other, the action going to each other. They're doing it with each other, right? To or with each other, okay? And the examples will show. And again, it's to also intensify actions weirdly, right? It's to intensify actions. And I'll show you through one example. Our first sentence here is nahigugmaay sila di ay, right? Nahigugmaay sila di ay. They were in love with each other. Again, with that with each other. Like they were indeed in love with each other or to each other, right? Because this I or hi I or hanai, that interaction between the two people did the whole reciprocality thing, back and forth with the first person and whoever, right? And again, sila is they. It's going to be plural. The second one is naghilakay sila niadtong Huwebes. So this one is the example of intensified actions, right? The I, naghilakay, right? Naghilakay sila niadtong Huwebes. They were really, like, this emphasized that they were crying and crying and crying, right? It shows that emphatic form, the intensified form of the verb, crying and crying and crying, continuously ongoing, and it was on on a duration of time, right? So you can use it to intensify it in that manner. This next one is nisumbagay sila sa dalan apan way dugo, right? So again, this is just another classic example of that back and forth action, right? Nisumbagay, to each other, with each other, right? So what happened here? They were hitting each other, right? They were hitting each other. This next one is muhalokay sila si Marta ug si Darla sa pagminyo nila sa simbahan, okay? So this one, again, like you've got a lesbian couple getting married and they will be kissing each other. See, again, kissing each other, to each other, with each other, right? They will be kissing each other, hitting each other, kept crying and crying with each other, right? Or falling in, or had been falling in love with each other. So it has that back and forth each other emphasis, not emphasis, but that kind of back and forth with each other implication. All right. So I'm hoping that can kind of clarify this I, hi, hanai kind of ending. And oh, down here, the last thing I want to talk about down here is that even though you can add hanai and I or hi to these verbs, sometimes you can also add them in conjunction with other affixes, so you can start building longer words and, I guess, longer verbs for these. You can start conjugating them oddly. For example, istoryahay, right, or istoryahanay, right? Mag-istoryahay ta usa, like, hey, let's chat for a bit, okay? You and me, let's have a talk with each other for a bit. Istoryahanay ta usa. And then there's also another one. The next one is paambitay, right? Meaning like share, right? And then tinabangay, right? Tinabangay is helping out, right? Helping out. And again, you can start using these I, hi, hanai with these other affixes. Even up here, nahi, right? With I, nag with I, ni with I, okay? And so forth. So these are just oh, and especially with the previous pakig, makig, nakig, if you add I to that, pakig something something I, it really then intensifies the action for back and forth, an action that you and I, or one or two more people or something like that is doing this reciprocal action. There you go. It's intensifying that reciprocality concept. All right.